Well, the Senate also considered this same issue and arrived at their own conclusions. Let's take this next report. In the Senate President condemns the killings in his welcome address.
Let me state that the Senate is disturbed by this unfortunate incident, and we have been for some time. We are concerned enough, if you remember my colleagues, to have inaugurated the Ad hoc Committee on Security in November last year. This was following reports in other parts of the country. The Security Committee also cut short their recess to resume sitting with a view to fast-tracking their investigation and to present an interim report. I'm happy to see that the interim report is on our order paper for consideration this morning. Let me also commend the committee for their swift action and the efforts they've taken so far.
He immediately called on the ad hoc committee to present its report and findings.
After analyzing the interactions, responses, and physical observation in the IDP camp, the committee observes as follows. 1. That the violence and mayhem in Benue is a manifestation of a larger national security crisis that, if not attended to, could result in detracting the unity and cohesion of the nation by destroying its rural economy and the means of the people's livelihood. 2. The crisis, which has its origin in competition for access to natural resources such as land, water, and pasture, has been aggravated and fueled by proliferation and massive acquisition of firearms and infiltration of trained armed bandits across international and national borders in the West African sub-region. 3. It is very clear from our interaction that some faceless people are sponsoring and harboring the well-trained foreign mercenary elements and using them to unleash violence and criminality in Nigeria's rural space. These elements and their domestic acolytes of various ethnic nationalities could also be largely responsible for kidnappings, abductions, armed robberies, and unresolved murders. That what happened in Benue State could happen in any part of the country, actually have been happening in all parts of the country. This is born out of the fact that similar incidences of violence have already engulfed neighboring states such as Taraba, Nasarawa, Kaduna, Niger, Adamawa, Edo, Delta, Enugu, and so on.
A debate then followed.
In the report that was presented before us, federal government was mentioned about 7 times, and we are all part of the federal government. The security of this country is under the control, the directive of the commander-in-chief. Why are you shying away from calling on the president to wake up and stand up and protect this country? We must tell ourselves the truth. Governors that are supposed to be chief executives of their state are every day and every week leaving their post to the villa to go and endorse and re-endorse the president. Too much endorsement and over-endorsement. I think we should tell ourselves the truth. Things are not going right in this country, and we are failing. People are dying in their thousands. Kidnappings, bloodshed, and violence from Zamfara to Kaduna State, Taraba, Adamawa, Benue, Plateau, Nasarawa State, and so many other states. We have reached a point. This report, federal government should, it is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the commander-in-chief, should rise up to the occasion.
Distinguished colleagues, Nigerians are not the only people worried. The international community, especially the Intelligence and Security Community, they have reviewed that war is coming to Nigeria. And we must not sit by and watch this to happen. This brings me to the very important, of course, the most important provision of our Constitution, which is Section 14(2)(b) of our Constitution. That section of the Constitution is saying that the principal purpose of government is the provision of security and the welfare of the people. Every day we cite this provision. Every day we sit here, we observe the ritual of 1 minute silence. We condemn the killings, which is sympathize with the victims. I'm getting tired of all this. Now, for us to get the full impact of the provisions of Section 14(2)(b) of our Constitution, and why I say that is the most important provision, is that we just have to have a society. We just have to have peace, security, before we begin to talk about infrastructures and all that other good things of life.
Considering the recommendations of the committee, the Senate condemned the killings and has given the Inspector General of Police 14 days to investigate the matter and arrest those responsible.
In as much as this recommendation is fine, but I think it's a bit nebulous. I think with the kind of passion people have spoken for immediate action, I think we should try and put a time frame to when we expect the security agencies to find the people, arrest them, and charge them. I think we must mandate them to do something. I think that I don't know the opinion of leader and what your views, those of the committee, if that, unless we come with a different prayer. Because at the end of the day, I think hearing the comments of everybody here, what I hear is we want immediate solution. We want to see that there's justice. We want to see that what we're doing here has an effect.